That's right. Yep. You already know it. You already know. If you've been coming through, then you know. Eagles wear boxing. Eagles wear boxing when you want the real, not some deal. But yeah, we're gonna come through. We gonna come. Not we gonna come through. We're already coming through. But this is already coming through. We're gonna come through. We're already through right now. But we're gonna talk about some things. Um, we want to mix this up a little bit. I call it mix. Is it mix? I can't say the rest of it yet. I'll wait till when I even if I see a number flash, then I'll say the rest of it. But yeah, but we'll talk. We'll talk. We're gonna talk about it. But yeah, I know sometimes I got listeners. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't show up as the viewers and stuff. But there's a lot of other things that's important that everybody misses. And I don't really like to make my chat political. But a lot of things I can't help but bring out the spiritual. A lot of times the spiritual, a lot of people will get that mixed up and think that it can't be associated or mentioned in the same breath as everything else. Because even when they falsely use it, they use it for their own stories when they use it. So a lot of times they'll just say stuff like that. They'll say in the spirit of this. They'll say like in the spirit of competition. I didn't know competition had a spirit. You see? And things of that nature. We'll get more into that as I talk, but I just finished brewing my tea. I'm actually drinking leftover tea. I don't waste it. One thing about my tea is this is non-wastable tea, which is cool. You don't waste this tea. Like some teas you waste, some coffee you waste, but you don't waste this. Not medicine tea. How you gonna waste medicine? Life medicine, and don't act like you don't need this. Because at one point, all these traditions, the traditions of even having stuff like this, will be completely gone because the generation now knows zero about that. You're talking about a low percentage, but less than 1% that knows anything about the medicine. They know about what they call holistic and those type of things because these things have replaced that which is already natural. And natural has been replaced by organic. And matter of fact, not just organic, but organic and non-GMO, genetically modified organisms. So everything has been replaced. And so now what was once something that was from the natural state is now has to be labeled as non-GMO, and also it has to be labeled as organic. And why is that? Why? What did you do? What did you mess around to do to this earth to where the things that come up out of this earth are not natural anymore? What did you do? Yeah, this is boxing, but what did they do? What did they do to where things come up out of the earth that's not natural anymore? Huh? I don't expect somebody to answer that because I don't see anybody. But I will eventually, you guys will eventually show up if this stream is even streaming. Because it was showing me earlier. This is my second attempt. This is my second attempt. So at trying to get the stream going, I don't know. I was right on time too. I said I'm right. I was like, it was 2:15 on the nose. I'm like, okay, cool. I said not only am I, getting my show started, I'm starting on time. On time. And right now I'm just writing in my chat just to see if anything shows up. This the mix of it. Okay. The the writing ability is jacked up. But you know what I meant if I put it up there. Yeah. 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 But we up in here. At least I'm up in here. Like crickets. My what do you call it? Even my main wrenches, my web watches. I don't see them out there yet, but they need to get up in here. They need to get up in this chat, man. If you don't see me, that means you're gonna play. You're gonna play the hooky monster. Get up in here, man, so I can talk bad about you. All I'm gonna do is talk bad about people because they slowing me down for not being up in here. So once you get up in here, look forward to getting talked bad about. Not really. Don't take it like that. Don't take it to that extreme, because that's not what it's about. But the boxing, right now our picture for boxing is actually it's in limbo right now. So the grill, there we go. Yeah. So we're in the limbo stage, and we know that. And bang, I don't like to call things the way that I call them. Boy, I called it out. I called this year out. And even if it looks like it's opposite of what I called, it is exactly right on point. Because the 2020 is the year that you get to see. That's right. The year that you get to see. And I'll put it up here because I always do. Right? There we go. It's the year in which I said that this was not going to stop. I said that this was not going to stop. I said that this was going to go. A lot of people didn't believe me. They couldn't understand what I was saying. But I said that this was going to go. This was not something that was not going to go. This is something that we understood was going to come to fruition, and we were going to ride off into the future. And for those of you that just don't know, that is the troll train. There was an old program way back in, I don't know when it started, maybe 80s or 70s, 60s, I don't know. But it was called Troll Train. And they used to always say when it came on, the Soul Train. But for me, I say the Troll Train, because this is the troll. And if you don't know what a troll is, that's probably you back in the back. Because they're not even looking at each other. They're oblivious to each other. They just looking straight ahead. Yeah. General Squirrel's up here. He said, "Hey, Eagle Face." General Squirrels, I ain't seen General Squirrels in like forever, man. I just, with all this stuff going on, salute to you. He said, "Hey, Eagle Face." Yeah. See, that's one of the people that I actually mess with, that I must have talked to him a lot, because he comes in, he knows my name, and I recognize him. But a lot of people come in and they use my name. I'm like, oh, they must be getting my name for something or whatever. They're hearing me say my name sometimes, and they're just like watching. They don't want to drop down and enjoy the chat or something like that. No, so maybe it's a different General Squirrels. Oh, okay. You a troll squirrels. Okay, I see what you is. You a troll squirrels. I thought you was and I'm not with any type of group, so you getting your information all messed up for some reason. because I'm with myself. I'm not with any kind of group or nothing like that. So you're probably gonna have to start over and just come back somewhere else, because General Squirrels, I do know what General Squirrels, but I should have known the way it was written. Um, it looks suspect. So you're suspect, and so we're probably not going to be talking to you anytime soon. Yeah, we're not going to really be talking to you anytime soon. So we got to more or less get rid of you, because I don't need somebody to come in here and mention a group of people to say something about me and say that I don't like it. And everybody keeps coming in here talking about I don't like eagles and stuff like that. That's very dumb for you to even come in here. You try to take away from what my thought process is going to be, what my thoughts are going to be, and what I'm going to talk about. And sure enough, so as soon as I put up the train, you show up. So you come up in here when I got the troll train running, because this whole year has been nothing but deceit. And then you come in here with another deception. And that's what I was about to talk about. I'm talking about the deceptions and stuff, but I was going to go further on with it. But then you come in here and right away. But anyway, thanks for my view. So I know I got a few views. So thanks a lot for all my views. But it doesn't look like nobody's here. But thanks for the view. Anyway, all of you that keep coming in and out, thanks for the view. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the view. Even though you're no longer here. And I don't know if this is my brother, Mark Wonderlick, which I think is not, because I'm quite sure that you had a wrench, and you don't have to feel. Nobody has to feel a certain way, for me or about me or nothing like that. It is what it is. Sometimes people are here, and then sometimes it's not. This has been the last couple of shows. There's a lot of things that's going on with the corona. I don't have a whole. I get like a couple of members every week or something like that, but whatever it is, it's fine. Whatever I get, that's all good with me. So whoever shows up, that's fine. If they don't show up, that's fine. But later on, they will show up. And plus, they'll be back anyway. That's not like a concern or something like that, because I'm going to see my people on other shows or something like that. So they'll hook up. They're gonna hook up with me like on a later basis or something like that, or whenever they want to, whenever they feel. Right now this is one of those times where everybody, their family and everything else, is in a lot of stress, because a lot of people are like really heavy into thinking about this whole situation that's going on, and I don't know what I could do about it. Probably nothing. I can't really, do nothing about it. But what I can do is I can talk to people. And so that's what I do. I just still come in and I still, talk to, the people. A lot of people just can't handle like the situation that's going on right now, and they want another outlet. And sometimes even this is a boxing discussion for adults, and sometimes people will come in, and when they come in here, they'll understand a lot of other things that I'm talking about. So all this is not really going to matter to me, because you're always going to have people that understand and some that don't understand. D-Lo 404 boxing. He said salute, and salute back out to you, brother. I had to smash a troll right away, acting like he's General Squirrels, and I don't know if that's the real. I don't know if you know Mark Wonderlick, but I don't know if that's the real him or not. But you could always, check him out. If you can check him out for me and see, who this guy really is, because for some reason, even though this is a smaller channel, for some reason, that's what I end up with. A smaller channel, but I get hits. And I'm getting hits with a lot of these dumb trolls and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like, why is trolls, hitting me up? Why? It must be something. It has to be something. So why you come in here all the time? Why you come in this chat? There's bigger chats where you can get bigger exposure. If you want, if you want to put a sticker on yourself to where people see you, oh yeah, that's that guy that was in the chat the other day, he's funny or this and that, then this is not the chat for you. Why would you come to this chat? Because this chat here is a smaller chat. You know what I mean? So why would you come to a small chat? Why do you need to come to a small chat? Just to troll and stuff. Sometimes I get 4, 5 trolls up in here. You know what it is, D-Lo? Because I always come through to see you or whatever. I had to, so some idiot comes in here, the very first person. I'm just going to tell you since you ain't here. So, as I was just putting up the troll train, I was just talking about the trolls, right? And so some idiot comes in and he tells me, why, he's right back on this same tip that you guys smash these people for all the time. He said, why is it that I don't like Eagles? He said that somebody in the LDBC told him that I don't like Eagles. So I'm knowing it's a troll because they probably don't mention me at all. I'm not on their minds. I shouldn't be on anybody's mind with any kind of group or nothing like that. I shouldn't be on anybody's mind. I mean, what was said and done was said and done. You know what I mean? If I feel that you have something that's good that I can benefit from, yeah. D-Lo said it ain't sweet in here. No. So he comes straight in, and right away he get hands put on by me. You know what I mean? So I tell him, change up, get your stuff together. I'll keep it, I'm gonna keep it like that right now. You know what I want to say though. Keep your stuff together, and we're gonna be okay. You know what I mean? But if you come in here and that mouthpiece already going, I already know what y'all gonna do because y'all waiting for it anyway. And y'all might not even wait for it that long. Y'all like, wait for it? It's like, no, you in trouble. You in trouble, man. You might have been able to stay in Eagles web, but because I've seen people come in here and not even last for 30 seconds. And they was already on their way out. And I'm just shaking my head like, God dang, dude, you on your way out already? I said, that's not a good thing. If you come in and you're already on your way out, that means you're doing foul things, right? Don't come in here and just be on your way out like right away. Right away you're on your way out. You just got into the chat, and right away you're on your way out. For running your mouth. And the reason I had the troll train up, like I said, I was just talking about all the stuff because I said that we were gonna go into this year, and we was gonna be able to see stuff, and as you can tell right now, as you see right now, that now we are actually seeing stuff. We're seeing stuff that we didn't expect we was going to see. Now, whether that was going to be a great thing, like I said, that we're tired of the talk and let's see how we can get these good fights and all these good matchups, right? And that's what we was talking about. And everybody was all excited. Yep. Yeah, let me get back. Let me just read that because that's funny too, though. He said, a troll is a troll. 365. They only know how to troll. That's it. And guess what? See, that's the difference between a troll and a real person, or a real man, or a real woman. See, what we do is, at least, we know you're trolling, but we try to give you that reform chance, right? So you want to reform? You might want to recheck yourself. Go change your, just go change your attitude, your personality, and your name, and come back and try it again. Then you have that option. Or you can change your name and come back in the same way and expect that you're not going to get handed up. But anyway, salute to you, man, because I appreciate you coming through, man, because if the first person this comes in as a troll, the first person to hit Eagle's Web, man, that's not good, man. The first person come in to the chat was a damn troll. That's a damn shame, man. Because I expect Gil or somebody, I expect somebody to just be here like, yeah, what's up? I'm in Eagles right now. Let 2 or 3 trolls come through here, and we're going to put hands on them right away. But yeah, I had to go out of my way and get them. I see you down there at Tony Bars. Salute to Tony Bars for real. Tony Bars, well, I need you to email me. You can just say, what's up, or something like that. And then I'm going to hit you back with the email. I need to talk to you about something, man. You know ain't nothing bad or nothing like that. You know ain't nothing wrong. There's always something good when it comes to Eagle, right? When it comes to Eagle, it's always going to be something good. And we ain't going to talk about because we can always talk about the bad. Oh, yeah. I asked D-Lo to check it out to see if that was him. I didn't think it was him. So, you can go and smash him too. Yeah, I didn't think that was Mark. I said, you don't sound like my brother Mark. I said, I don't think you him either. Yeah, so right, 2 trolls right away. And Tone, just go ahead and get rid of him. So, Tone, you can go ahead and make him disappear forever. He can change his attitude. He might come in here as you one day. But if he come in here as you, I'm not even going to read what he write. I'm just going to see the name and delete him right away. And tell him to start again. Because I know you a mod. Yeah. You feel me? So, but when I get these dumb people up, they come this right away. They coming in, you know. You see, and that's bad when your first 2 people come in your show as trolls. Yeah, you got a small farm. You know what I mean? Well, we put hands on them. But let me finish saluting you out, baby. He said, salute the Eagles way of boxing in the chat. He said, smash the like button and show support. Y'all know what Tony's saying, man. Yeah, then he came back and said, that ain't Mark. So he got rid of him. He said, no. See, Tony come in already investigating. Like, what the F is up in here in Eagles Web already? So I'm just coming in here and he already seeing stuff. So Tony came in and seen that I already smashed somebody. As soon as he came in, he's like, wait a minute. He started off the show and somebody getting smashed out. I see now Dead Game Boxing. He said, sup, family? He said, what's popping? It's always popping, man. That's what's popping. That's how we do it. Yeah, okay, Tony says, okay, my house is almost done in Eagles Web. I'm moving in Monday. Had the death in the family, my mother-in-law and my niece, yeah. And much condolences stays out there, man. But I just want to caution everybody, man, that I can show you some stuff. And in which I did share some things with you about this whole thing that they got us going through. I have showed something from my heart. I have showed something that was printed and not even by me. But then I got another little piece that I'm going to get the link. I'm not going to put it in here. But if you want to see something important about this whole thing, and this person, and here's the thing, the person is not really talking about it at all. He's talking about, his mission is to do something else. His mission is just to look at stuff and not be bothered. See, and you can't even do that today. You can't just look at stuff and not be bothered. So that's all he's trying to do. He's trying to look at stuff and not be bothered. But I will send it to you and you'll check it out. But just look at the whole entirety because it ends. It's a part 2. I'm not saying that you try to search him and find part 2, but just listen, just look at the significance of this video. And hopefully I can, all you have to do is just email me and I'm going to send it to you. Because that way I know you're interested in you want to get some more knowledge on what's going on. But I'm not telling you to subscribe to him and nothing like that. I just want you to just look at this thing in its entirety, and you may want to look for the second half. You're like, wait a minute, the first half is pretty good. I'm gonna check out this second half, and it starts off kind of slow. It's just not much to the video, but it starts off slow because you're gonna be like, what? Why is this guy here? What is he doing? But don't just keep going, and then listen, because it gets into it within 2-3 minutes. Then he gets into what you need to hear. Yep. Yeah, and Tony down there said, I know it Eagles Web, and I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. Yeah, see, that's my real people right there, man, regardless of what somebody, think about Tony Boz, man. Tony Boz is a real deal. He's a real person, man, and I can deal with real. Because you know what, there's only a handful of us. Believe me, it might be a big hand. It might be a big hand, but think about it. If I say a hand, if it's only a handful of people that have the strength to enlighten themselves, then that's a very few when you talk about how many people is on this earth. There's only a handful, believe me, and that's not very much. But I try to bring, like I said, some people is going to get the gems that I drop, and some people not going to get the gems that I drop. Because I know this is grown folks boxing chat, but a lot of times I have to drop them, man. And just speaking on that, you see I put the mix up, right? or is it a mix? So is this a mix right here? So are we in a mix, or are we dealing with a whole bunch of tricks? And that's why I started off. I already had the troll train up, man. It must be something. I must think a certain way, man, because as soon as I had put troll train up, guess what? 2 trolls drop in. They must have seen that. I gotta watch that, man, because Don Dada always want me to put that up. He always want me to put that up. He always want me to put that chicken up, man. That's funny, man. He because he always want everybody. Well, not just him. A lot of people, they miss it, man. They like it just kills them when they see the troll train. So look, I had this up starting to show off, and guess what? So when they see that, they must go to Eagles Web boxing and see what they do is they look at the show and they say, oh, well, that's just his face up there. Oh, he's showing some clips. Oh, he's doing that. Oh, it's time for us to go in. So they see this. They see that troll train. Oh, shit, it's time for trolls to come in. No, that's not the screen for you to come in. Tony know what the screen look like, and D-Lo know what that screen look like. You feel me? This is what your screen look like. Yeah, when we put that welcome on you, that's your welcome screen right there. If you're a troll, this is your welcome screen. That's right there. You feel me? That's your welcome screen, not the troll train. The troll train. So right away, as soon as I start, I have this up. I'll see down there, Gil. He said, "What's up, Eagles Web? What's up, Gil?" Salute to you. So Gil and them not in here early, when I'm on time. And so my first visitors, I bring their ass in here. Nothing but 2 trolls come up in here. And then Tony finally get here. And then Tony checked one of them right away. You see what I mean? Right away they just come from nowhere. Because this is Gil, what they're doing is they're using this screen right here. Because I had this one up. And they feel this is their screen to come in. I know I'm going through it. But look, this is your screen. If you're a troll, this is your screen. When you come in, you see this. This is when you're welcome in. Huh? Because then fam know what to do. Because they see you come up in here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Mark. That's not the real one, Gil. That wasn't the real one. That's just, if you notice the name up top, Gil, look at the name up top too. Journal Squirrels too. Because it's not a whole lot of chat been going on right now. Just me, I've been talking, but it hasn't been a whole lot of chatting in the room. Yep. See? When we come in, everybody know the screen when we come in. Now, if we coming in to watch boxing, this is our screen right here, which I'm going to add something to it. I just haven't found the right thing to add to it, but it's hilarious though. But this is your room, right? This is how we say, come in with no disrespect. And sit your ass down. Sit your ass down wherever you're doing. If you're in the car, sit your ass down. Don't be standing up, stretching out, or whatever you're doing. Sit your ass down and enjoy the show, enjoy the content, enjoy the conversation, and try to learn something, man. Shit, but yeah, Michael Thomas. Let me see what he got. He said, oh, see, is that a troll too, Tone? I'm not even gonna read it, cause does anybody know Nicholas Thomas? If y'all don't know him, y'all can go ahead and get rid of him. Yeah. Yeah. And they say that people make it. So if somebody's making, if somebody's Gil, you in there? Is anybody in there know anything about this Nicholas Thomas or whatever? He talking about some El Jefe, which I don't care about anybody. First of all, so people making hilarious videos about people. Like let me grab some of his content or whatever, and let me make a hilarious video that people could laugh and clown him and all that. They don't know me, and which I don't care. You can do what you want to, and say what you want to, but we call that two-face. You see? Yeah. So I think there's a lot of people that just come in here and they just want to, and lately they just want to, just put it on live chat, Gil. Because there's a couple of them, yes, they just finding a way to come in here, because I'm not even hearing from Tony right now. And so, but I know that if I saw you right now, that I know, because remember, you got to come in, you got to, like, after you click the thumbs up, then you have to click the live chat. So I got two of them in here. I got another one named, I got an El Jefe 2. But he started off cool, and he's talking to some. I'm going to tell you what he said if you can't see it. He said, "Hey, King." He said, "Quick one." He said, "Tony." He said, "You still subscribe to BFTB?" He said he was talking all kinds of trash last night. Then he said, "Salute to me." So if you guys see them, the El Jefe 2 and Nicholas Thomas. So maybe you got to refresh or something like that. Put it on live chat or something like that. But yeah, I see him up in here, and that's why I have y'all in here to take care of business. I don't even know if D-Lo's still up in here. D-Lo. So D-Lo was he's like the third or fourth person to come in, and then Tony came in, and then Tony right away he noticed the trolls, because Tony be checking them when they come up in here. You know what I mean? But it's funny, man. And yeah, you don't know them? Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, that means you see him then. Hey, check him out for me, Gil. See how many people mess with him. You see what I mean? So we'll see how many people mess with you. I don't care if it's 5. If 5 people mess with you, maybe you're to be messed with until we check on those people to see who they mess with or what they are. But we check and see what you got. Because what happens is people worried about me when I'm doing, because see what they want is they want me to fail or something like that. I'm not failing. You know how long I had a channel? You're worried about this channel. I have a channel. I have another channel. I've been up for a long, long time. We don't do a whole lot of content. The natives. See, we don't do a whole lot of content, but what we do, we put up something, it's special. And 1 or 2 people come see it at a time. It might be 1 or 2 people a month that come see it. But when you first put it up, it'll be a flood of people. And I started off with only my people that's in here now, which is great, because they added to that to my subscribers on my other channel, on my native channel. See? And so I've had a channel longer than most people had a channel. See? And they don't know that. He just started. No, I'm used to talking to people. But I don't like to, let me just say this. I don't like to have to talk bad to people. You know what I mean? A lot of times I'm just funning anyway. Well, most of the time I am funny. But it's not the vulgarity or nothing like that, but it's like sometimes I just have to do it and I want to do it. Yeah, here we go with a Bert Fornstein or whatever. I never dissed anybody, and so that's another one, Gil, to just step in here. So I guess what they're doing is they're just pulling names, and then they're bringing up. They want me to fight, and they want me to bring up like certain groups and stuff like that. But I'm not bringing nobody up. And guess what? And most of them, I know that they're full of you know what. You're full of you know what because guess what? My nephew was just in here last week. Huh? If you don't know who he is, then you just don't know who he is. He was just in here last week. The one that he called me nephew. I used to call him brother, but he always called me unc. He was just in here last week. And he is a mod here. And a lot of people on the aforementioned that you're trying to bring up are mods still in here. Even the ones that don't come in here. So you know you're full of it. So I don't even have to read what you're writing. All I have to do is have somebody check you out and just get rid of you. And if they're not going to check you out and get rid of you, then I'm going to check you out. Or I'm not even going to check you out. I'm just going to get rid of you. See what I mean? I'm just going to get rid of you. Because Tony in here right now. If Tony in here, because Tony got to work, he got stuff to do. And there's a couple more in here too, Tony. There's L. Jeff A2 and there's Nicholas Thomas. And then we get another one. And then we got another one. So this is let me go ahead and welcome. Like I said, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat right now. We got to do some work right now. So this welcome, man. Drop down. Drop down. The web is slippery right now, so drop down and see what it do. And we're going to show you other things that it do. Okay? So this drop down. Oh, welcome. Welcome to Eagles Web Boxing. Yeah, so welcome to Eagles Web Boxing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, welcome on in. Come on, drop on down. Yeah, drop on down. Drop on down. We're going to get the show. Yeah, drop on down. It's that time of day, fam. So everybody know. Everybody know. If that game, if you got something bad to say about them, these trolls that coming in here, hey, you welcome to say it. If you the real dead game, I don't know. Cause you kind of quiet, but you ain't saying nothing disrespectful. I can't just even if somebody's using somebody else's name, you don't. I ain't gonna just get rid of you. Oh, you using somebody else's name? Well, it depends. If it's a mod and you come in here, I gotta get rid of you. You know what I mean? Cause I know my people. They come in here in blue, and you just drop in and you just got regular gray. You know what I mean? You just got on gray, and I'm getting rid of your ass. Because you ain't gonna, like, if you come in here as Gil Coles, and I see Gil Coles in gray right away, you're already getting smashed before even one word get out. I'm not even gonna read the first word. I'm gonna see Gil. As soon as I see Gil, and then I start seeing that COLES, you're already out. Just like with Tony Boswell. I'm gonna read Tony Boswell, and I'm not gonna see a wrench, and your ass is out. As simple as that. That's right, baby. I don't know. Tony Boswell said, "Man, he said I got fans. I just love the sport of boxing." That's what we love the sport of boxing. But right now we going through, see, and the whole thing, like I said, I started the whole show off with the troll train running. And as soon as I start the show off with the troll train, here they come running. And more of them is running here than running anywhere lately. And you were, I think you was here, Gil, when BFTV came in last week, right? He still got blue and stuff like that. He's saying that, And now they're going to say BFTB is talking bad about Tony and everything. Let's get out of here with that stuff. Nobody's talking bad about Tony. Nobody. Nobody over there is talking bad about Tony. I know that. Nobody over there is talking bad about Tony. And Gil said, I don't understand trolls. He said, they need to get a life. But Gil, you got to understand. I can't tell you to understand, Gil, because guess what? Not even guessing, but we can't understand. Like I said, we're not going to be able to understand the life of a troll, because a troll's job is to troll. See, that's their job is to troll. That's what they just doing their job, man. But this is all part of this fronted life that we have, man. Because this is a fronted life. And it's been like that over here for over 500 years. About 528 years. It's been like that over in this country. It's been that way. Other countries have been living a fronted life for thousands of years. The United States have only been living a fronted life for 500 years. Does that make you feel better? Are you going to live another 500 years so you can see if we get out of this thing where we're living a fronted life? Because everything that you feel that appears to be the way that it is not that way. Your eyes are very deceiving. That's why they say your eyes are deceiving, because believe me, your eyes are deceiving. And like I said, we said we was going to come into this year, we was going to go into the 20 to the 20 with the 20 to the 20 vision. We said that we're going to be able to see it. But guess what? We got things that happen right now. We're not seeing too much of nothing, man. But we hearing a lot of stuff, though. Because remember, I told you, 2019, we got to cut this crap off, man. We got to cut it out. Yeah, we got to put that cut off. So that should have been the cutoff. But guess what, Tony? Last year was not the cutoff, man, because this year we just went right straight back into it. And we're still getting nothing but all the talkers. Nothing but talking. And Cinnamon Bun we're not going to see that fight with him and Charlie. You can forget that. So we can forget it. It don't matter if the WBC wants it or anybody. It just don't matter. Certain fighters aren't going to fight. And even what I said we want to go into this year. We want to see the fights, man. So we got youngsters that say they want it, man. We got Boots. Boots say he want that. Is there anybody here that think Boots don't want it? Or who doesn't Boots want? I mean, yeah, we have been, and see, I don't want to say tricked or nothing like that, but we have had people to say what they was going to do, and they going to do all this and doing that, and even their fans thought they was going to do so much. But guess what happened? It kind of didn't go right for a lot of people for different reasons, and we talked about a lot of those reasons. And see, and I'm going to show you one thing, and this is just coming to mind right now. This is one of the main reasons I'm going to show you. I'm just going to put this up real quick. Let's check it out. And we'll see why so many trolls is coming here saying what they saying. Right? Because remember I did this? This is one thing. And these people have a lot of stuff in common, right? Right? And you know what this was titled? This was titled Boxing Cheaters, in which we covered about, I'm going to say maybe 11 of them, something like that, 11, 12, something like that. That we covered about that many boxing cheats. For the most part of them is you see who they are. And then another person that we talked about, I had my dogs up there. My dogs was like, what's up? As we talked about this person right here very extensively, is that we talked about him. Very, very extensively. And for more than one show. You see what I mean? Yeah. And that might be a key to why so many came in there. And then Tony said, no, I think Charlo is chasing Canelo. He said 168. just might be on the hunt for it. But with Canelo notice, well, we gonna see if he put him on notice. Maybe he'll notice, or maybe he won't. But even if you're a representative of any of those belts, you still represent that organization, right? And so you could always talk to the organization to see, what's going on. So we don't know. We're on the outside, so we can hear a lot of different stories back and forth. I got a lot of different opinions and stuff like that about it, but it doesn't. For me, it's either way it goes. If he's chasing Tony or whatever, however it goes, but we got to narrow it back down, Tony. Remember, don't ever have that vision, that straightforward vision where you just looking straight here. I'm not going to. They tell you that stupid shit to look straight ahead, right? Is that good advice or bad advice? Why look straight ahead if something's coming up behind you? Do you have that kind of a feeling to get out the way if you're facing straight ahead, or should you be looking all over the place? Like, I got to look here, look there, right? Even kids back in the day, if you believe in this or not, I'm just saying, when the kids went for an Easter egg hunt, could they just look in one spot? Are they straight ahead, or did they have to look everywhere? So we got to hunt for all the information, Tony. So we got to hunt for all of it, if we want to be researchers and stuff like that. So we really just got to look through it. And there's different sources pop up. A lot of times, for me, my biggest thing, Tone, is just let's see it. Because we're going to always hear the talking and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We're always going to hear the talking, baby. You know that. We're always going to get the talking, and we're always going to get the deceptions and stuff like that. That's why I said, man, into this year, what I was talking about, I said we wanted to get to 2020. In other words, we want to be able to, the 2020 to see good fights is what I was mentioning. That was our main purpose of the 2020. But I didn't say that the 2020 was not going to reveal things, because the 2020, how many things is being revealed right now? Just like what you just brought that up. But see, now let's look at the rest of the picture. So if Charlo is thinking, well, maybe 168, then maybe that means that Twin is thinking 160. You see what I mean? And believe me, if that happens, so if Earl goes to 154, Twin is going to go to 160. Twin is going to 160. Just keep that in mind. Twin is he's going to end up in 160 if Earl goes to 154. And Earl is going to 154 after he smashes down 147. So that's just, I'm not saying they're connected like that, but the pieces like that. So what happened? Earl go 154. This, we'll see. Because we got to see about it. So Earl go 154. Twin goes 160. Other twin goes 168. Just like that. So they all getting a piece. You see what I mean? Earl go 160. Then it may be another step. It may be 168, 175. See? So that's what I'm saying. We got to look at the whole picture of why stuff happened. See, a lot of times people get like one bit of information. They want to stick with just that. Just like that whole Fury went. So the Fury won. Everybody just stuck, well, yeah, he just dominated, did this, blah, 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 blah. And guess what happened? Eagle go investigate and check out stuff and hear some other videos. And then I do my own breakdown. Yeah. Okay, Tony said at Eagles Web. He said, did you get to see all the fuss over Spence Jr. answering the question? Yeah, he always going, you know what it is, Tone? I'm going to tell you what it is mostly. You can agree or disagree. But when it comes to Earl Spence, he's his own boss. And there's a lot of jealousy because of that. If you notice when somebody's their own boss, there's always a lot of jealousy when they are popular, because he's his own boss and he's talking to people like Jerry Jones and stuff like that personally. And Jerry Jones is endorsing him. Jerry Jones is his own boss. Same thing with MTM. He was his own boss. But when he was his own boss and he wasn't quite as popular, nobody really cared. But then guess what happened? He skyrocketed. That's what they say. Those ain't necessary. I usually don't use words like that in my vocabulary, but the popularity thing just went up. You see what I mean? And so when everything went up, so you're going to get a multitude of like, and you're probably going to get an equal multitude of hate. Even in here, you notice that. A lot of times I get my people that mess with me, they're going to show love. The people that don't are just the trolls and mad ass people, just mad and just want to start some kind of fight because they want me to berate or whatever. They want me to talk bad about the LDBC or something like that. I'm not going to talk bad about anybody because the people that represent that or the LDBC haven't done anything to me. The people. Now there might be individuals, persons that mistook me and said things, but that's them. And a man is always going to stand up. If I have something to say to anybody, anywhere, I'm going to say it. If they got something to say to me, guess what? They know my email address. They know how to reach me. See? So that's very simple. Or they know my number. They can always call me. I got a problem with this or whatever, man. Well, whatever. Talk like a man to another man. Because your bind is the same bind that everybody else has. You're in this, you are bound just like that. You see what I mean? They are in the same amount of bondage that you are. You are here and that you believe. So here comes a drop right here for you, Tone. And everybody else who's in here. Here comes a drop for you. So you are in here, right? And so you're in here, just like everybody, just like me. And you build, like you go build a home or something like that. But guess what? You made your last mortgage payment. You got your title and all that. You got the deed and all that. But guess what? You do not own your house. There is nothing that is owned by a person that is actually owned by that person here in the U.S. of A. Nothing. You don't own your home. Believe me, there is higher people than what you think. And so you pay for your land every 6 months or every year. You pay for your land. It is see, now the difference is, and I'm gonna tell you something. Now this is too much knowledge for some of you, but some of you you might get this. When somebody says property, what does that mean? Huh? When somebody says property, what does that mean? Does that show that there has to be an owner for property? Guess what you pay? You pay property tax. Property tax. Now, why aren't you paying house tax, home tax, my home taxes? They want to tax my home. How could they tax your home? The building itself is already paid for. You have to pay them to use the property. And if it's property for you, if you use the word property, what word are they using? They're not using property. They're using land. They're saying land. That's our land, but there's a property owner, but we're going to charge him. We're going to call it for him. It's going to be called property tax. For us, it's going to be called land usage, or it's going to be called land rental, something to that nature. Land. Believe me, they're going to keep it natural, but they're going to make it unnatural when they put you on there. See, I drop these gems, but think about it. If you want to, you have to think, man. This is up here. This thing. You got to think outside. Hey, wait a minute now. And see, people never think about that. Now, why am I still paying taxes on stuff? I own the home, don't I? No, you don't own the home. As soon as you don't pay them taxes, they got your ass. Soon as you don't pay, and they gonna tell you property, but it's not property. It's for you. It's property. Guess what? They're labeling you along with your house. They labeled you. They called you property, and they say that you, as property, as their property, you must pay it tax. But they're not gonna call it the same thing. They're gonna call it land or ground, whatever it is naturally is. That's what they're gonna call it, and they're gonna call it a renter's usage fee. Have you ever wondered why states can even be in the negative, or how our United States can be in the negative when you got millions of homes and they pay? Think about these millions. If you take the average, think about this. You take the average of what a person pays for property tax. Just take that as average. You talking about millions and millions and millions and millions of homes. How many zeros is on back of that million? So we talking about the homes. We're going to use the homes as the $1, right? So let's say, for instance, there's 40 million homes in America. It's probably more than that. Let's think about it. Let's say the average tax, because remember we got mansions and all that stuff. Let's put the average tax at 10,000. What is 10,000? Times a million. If you got 10,000 million, how much do you have? And that's not talking about getting other people getting you in court with tickets and all this other stuff, fees for you to use your own vehicle. It's your vehicle, you paid for it, but you got to get it registered because it's a vehicle. No, it's not. Just like I have a truck, I have trucks and cars and stuff. Those ain't vehicles. That's my truck. That's my car. Sometimes you give it names. You see what I mean? But for them, you have to have a right to use something that you don't have to have a right to spend your money to buy, but you have to spend money to use it. You mean I got to spend money to use it? It was working when I was test driving it. Well, I got to spend money to use it. I can just test drive cars all day long to get from point A to B, right? I just go from one dealership to another. Let me just see how this truck works going down to this store right here. Okay, that's a nice little test drive. Let me grab a couple of things while we're here. Get in the truck, drive it back to the dealership, then walk home. Or whatever. See? It's believe me, man. It's too much information, man. It will make your mind explode. Take it slow. Do a little bit at a time, man. Just learn what's real. Because, and this is what the problem is. And I'm going to get to what you wrote down there, Tony. So, this is what the problem is. See, the thing is, you got two ears, and the person who's talking only got one mouth. And so you use that as a numbers game against the person with the mouth. So I got two ears, and so you want to interject and you want to say something rather than just absorbing the information. You got two ears not because it's 2 to 1. You got two ears because you need to hear stuff sometimes. And it goes in both sides and tries to meet in the middle. But a lot of times, most of this stuff you hear is crap. And I try not to bring you crap. Oh, yes, I feed crap out there. I'm not talking like that. Yeah, I'll be funning and doing all this other stuff. But when I drop one, I drop it. Because that's what I'm supposed to do when I drop you one. And that's not just the US of A. That's the world is like that, except for those remote areas that they don't care about. Everybody else, they decide. There's people that decide what happens to us. And that's why you even have a certificate. And you're so happy about a birth certificate. You're the only creature that has to have a birth certificate. The animals in the wild don't. Why I got to be certified to be a human? How come my mom and dad can't just have me and that's what I am? Why I got to be certified? Because you're systemized right after all your certifications. Everything is certified. Your home is certified. Your car is certified. Everything's certified. Even the used stuff, you got to be certified. Even to practice certain stuff, you have to have their certificates. Everything's certificate. People are happy. Oh, I'm certified to do this. You're the only creature that has to be certified. But enough on that, man. Those are some gems right there, man. Replay those shits. Yeah, Gil Cole said, I don't F with them. Yeah, and Tone Bars, let me go back up and make sure. Yeah, Tone Bars said, they just hate to see you shine, my friend. Yep, I understand that, my brother. Yep. He said, Eagles Web. He said, I have 30 acres and just built a new home. He said, I own everything, trucks. He said, land, home. He said, home. They still tax the shit out of me. And I have 6 kids. Now extra money from the government but pay more back. There you go. And then he said, yes, sir, right at there. Because he's totally understanding. That's why I keep telling you, that's my opposite brother right there. I keep telling you, man, me and Tony completely opposites in look, but in thinking we the same way. We have some of the same ways. He'll come to an agreement. Yep. He told me, he said, I didn't get no stimulus money. He said I had to pay almost $8,000. There you go. I hear you, baby. Yep. Same thing with me, man. And Eagle, my main incomes. Actually, I got 3 sources of income that are zero right now. You know, why I got so many different sources? Because I do personal stuff. But that's crazy, isn't it? That you go down to zero for as long as they say. And they gonna starve the ego out, man. My wings, talking about my wings, man. I ain't gonna have no wings on me. I'm gonna have to eat my own wings, damn it. Then I'm gonna have one wing. I'm gonna be that bird going around in circles, man, flapping. You can't fly with one wing. Your ass can crash dive though. Shit, with one wing, you can spiral your ass out of control quick. With the quick. Yeah, that's a quote from Samson. If y'all don't know who he is, y'all better. He's funny as I don't know what, man. I visit other boxing channels and stuff. Boxing, I guess you would call them channels. Yeah, sometimes everywhere. I just look at a lot of different stuff. A lot of times it just ends up in my feed. I'm like, oh, what's this? Now I'll just click on it and go and I just go check it out, man. That's right. Yeah, Gil said, I ain't getting no stimulus check either. He said, now where did I put my ski mask? Yeah. Man, I'm not. Do I have it? Man, y'all know that thing, man. Hey, I put it on because I think I told you yesterday, day before, I had to take Alcatraz 1. I had to take him in, man. If something was wrong, I'm like, wait a minute, nothing should be wrong with him. I had to take him in. And when I got over there, everybody was masked up, and I'm like, God dang, man, all y'all masked up. They said, yeah, they making us wear these masks, right? So these are real cool people. These people love me over there, believe me. And so many people, man, just because of your nature, a lot of times people they like you so much, they want you to be around. It's like, but I don't want to be around everybody. I want to be around a handful of people. But a lot of times people just get you just do something simple. Because there's a place I go and get, I just go get some little fried rice from them, vegetables or whatever, and I know I shouldn't be eating rice, but I go get that. So Chinese lady. And I'll order some vegetable egg rolls. Well, they just down the street. They're around the corner. I just walk across the street and that's it. They right there. I want something quick. Without eating chips, I just go there. Reasonable price. So I saw her at a store I was shopping at. And all I did was help her with something. Help her with some water. She said, oh, you so nice guy. You know what I mean? You know how to help. You such a nice guy. She said, next time I give you something more special, when I come through. So she wants to give me the hookup when I come through. And that's how it should be. But everybody's not like that. When you meet people, they're not all like that. But almost, I would say over 90% of the people that I meet, it was a pleasure to meet them. I mean, because of our conversation. Some is just the high and by, like, oh, okay, see, whatever, like that. But most time it's really cordial, it's really cool, and a lot of them want to learn stuff. I want to learn stuff. I say, shoot, I want to learn about your culture, because I remember as a youngster, I used to have to go to the laundry. When I first got out. I'm saying probably 17 years old, somewhere around there, 18. Somewhere around there. So I go do my laundry because, of course, you're not buying a house at 17. So I go out and I'm doing my laundry at this place all the time. Lady noticed me or whatever, start talking to me or whatever. She's Japanese. And so we just sat down. She said, yeah, she just liked, having a conversation with me. So after a while, she just started, teaching me stuff. So she actually taught me Japanese. One day. Just in the time that I was there, I was learning how to write in Japanese, and I was learning, how to count and all this stuff. I was like, okay, cool. And she was telling me the secrets of how you mix up the numbers in other words to get the right, to be able to say, the number. You know what I mean? She was telling me, because you have to put, like, say for instance, like we put like, we say 1-9. If we say 1-9, everybody knows that that's 19. But for them, they'll say something like, so for instance, like 1 and 9, 9 for them. 1 and 9 for them. So 19 would be Ichi ku. Ichiku. Like that. And I think I got those numbers right. I know Ichi is 1. So Ichiku, like that. And so she was showing me how to put it together. So 91, will be Kuichi, right? Very simple. 19. We'll say it like 19 and then 91. I'm not trying to drop y'all that kind of information. You're going to get all confused. Like, oh, what's he saying? But Gil, you didn't get your stimulus check though, huh? And what is your mask though? Gil, guess what? Guess who else didn't get their stimmy? I ain't getting no stimmy. Everybody keep asking me, you get your stimulus? You gonna get one? I ain't getting no damn stimulus. The government don't like me. They don't like me like that. They ain't giving me no stimulus, nothing. They gonna give me the old pull the rug from underneath your feet. But I'm gonna put some people out there though. So the people this is the people I'm looking at. Just gonna stand up when they finally can stand up this year. Hopefully I won't have no disappointments. I'm gonna put Earl Spence. I'm gonna put Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna put 160 Charlo. Right? These are people that's gonna get it done. Now, what I don't see, and that's 3 of them, right? Okay, should I put Plant? Okay, Plant to get it done. A lot of them are very, very questionable. Okay, I put the other Charlo on there too. The other Charlo on there. I put him on there. I don't know, man. I was gonna try to go lighter weight. I'm trying to go lighter weight, but I can't. It's hard for me to go. See, I wanted to go to like 135, right? I wanted to go Tank, but I'm like, so does anybody think Tank is not getting his tank on right now? Tank is getting that damn tank on right now. Yep. But I need to go see Tony though. Tony got them 30 acres out there. 30 acres out there. I go out there and help you plow, Tony. Yep. That's what I'm saying, man. See, we get all these things, man, even back to that, man. But we get all these things, man. They just more or less, they own it. We did all the hard paying. We did all the heavy paying. And then if something happens to us, especially if you're going to live forever, but something happened to you, they eventually will get it. You be thinking, oh, I left it to the kids. But no, there's entities that's always here. There's just somebody else check in. Somebody else check in. If somebody check out, somebody else check in and watch your property. Until your kids decide, or living out there in a big place like that ain't the thing to do. Or living in the city, that ain't the thing to do. And so they move or either sell it, but then somebody else takes over, and eventually that disappears. And they build something else up. All you can do, because land, the one thing that's what's really important with this earth is the land. But we destroy it by putting so much stuff on it and just end up tearing it back down. Put all this stuff up on it and tear it down. Put some more stuff on there, tear it down. Things that are supposed to last for hundreds of years, thousands of years, except for the things that they want us to preserve and keep in our mind. So why are those things preserved? Here goes some more knowledge for you. Why are those things that are called ruins, why are they preserved for the future, whereas you have things that are modern that they'll tear down in 10 to 50 years? But they want stuff like, they'll call it ruins. What does ruins mean? That means it's no good no more. Why they keep that up? Ruins all over the place. What's the ruins for? Get everything out of there that's possible. If something valuable or whatever. Or if it's sacred, then if it's sacred, leave that stuff alone if it's sacred. But if it's ruins, then get rid of it. It's just going to become a danger. Because you see some of these ruins and stuff, you go over in Europe, all the scaffolding around them and nets and warning signs and all that. Tear that shit down. Take a picture, Make a sculpture of it and tear that shit down. Stop leaving us with all that. Another time. Back on top. I didn't get to fry and cook as much as I needed to because of the trolls. Trolls in full effect right away in Eagles Way of boxing. Trolls right away in here. And see, somebody's sending them here to say how many members I got. That's why they send them here. But guess what? As we just now talking, Don and them's not here, but guess what? Guess what, Tone? We got a couple more. We got a couple of more subs just today. Already we got a couple of more subs. So guess what? We got a couple of more views and we got a couple of more subs just like that. Even when they're talking about, well, your channel's not growing. But channel's is slow and steady, man. Because most of the people come in here, you're not going to be able to handle it, man. And you're not going to be able to handle the way I do you because you're going to be like, okay, wait a minute. Right now he's at 45 or, what's a smooth driving speed? 45 is that's about smooth as you can get, right? 45 is kind of too smooth, huh? Because when you're driving 45, you want to go 75. Okay, let's say 45, which Eagle don't drive 45. I would tell y'all. I might show y'all one day. But I'm gonna show you the fastest I've ever been in my truck. It's locked in on one of my. I got a little portable GPS. It's locked in there. My top speed in there. And you couldn't guess what it is. If you was trying to guess what my top speed is right now, you wouldn't be able to guess. You'd be like, no, it was. You'll be like, it's not that high or it's not that low. You might get close, but you're gonna be. But the fastest I've ever been in there, you're gonna be. Like, wow. So even if I had let you take some guesses at how fast I've ever driven in that, and I'm not saying there was a speed limit or it wasn't a speed limit, or it wasn't posted. It's way out somewhere where if you get to somewhere where it just says be careful, there's no speed limit, then you got to take the federal speed limit into consideration. Is that right? Or whatever it is. But back to my people. So I was gonna go. I can't trust Davis right now. But I'm gonna go and put Boots in there. A lot of people don't like that. I'm gonna put Boots in there. And I don't want to put like depending on who Gary Russell fights or something like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and put Mr. Gary Russell in there too. So now I got some lighter fighters in there. The other ones, they're too controversial, so we don't know what the hell they're going to do. Well, it's not like I'm biting my damn tongue, okay? That's not what I meant. Because I said that I don't know, well, it depends on who Gary Russell fights, but he's still going to go out there and, fight, put on the show. But there's too many people that's not trustworthy, man. God dang, man. We talk about them, and we're stuck at that 154, aren't we? We're really stuck at 150. What the hell happened to 154? Because in the beginning of last year, what did 154 look like? Everybody was all excited, huh? You was shaking in your seat like, oh shit, 154, this and that. Williams, you was all happy, right? You was shaking your ass off. Well, actually a year before that, maybe 2018. Or something like that. Yeah, it might have you were still excited about that. But then what happened in 154? You was like, oh shit. How many upsets? In 154, is 154 the most upsets in any boxing weight class? Have we had the most disappointments and upsets in 154 than anywhere else? Charlo first. But then Charlo came back and did what he had to do. I mean, yeah, I'm not talking about if it looked controversial, nothing like that. But then Hurd, J. Rock Williams, Harrison, who else? And that's just then. And matter of fact, I'm going to tell the truth because a lot of people are lying. Okay, so you think you're going to be able to get the speed if I tell you? I got the three. It's that big, as big as that truck is, it only has it's the twin. Well, it's a 3.5, but it's a twin. It's a twin turbo. Two turbos. And for some reason, those turbos right now is running hot. That's why I had to go get it. That's why I had to go get it looked at, because my turbos was running a little bit hot. The engine is turned into, all of a sudden, that truck turned into a racing truck. And so I said, nah, something wrong. Because usually when that happens to a car or vehicle, it does just the opposite. When you have any kind of power issues like that, what happens is when you push down on the accelerator, you don't get no speed. But that truck was like, just wanting to go. Like, I need to go. You know what I mean? Yeah. EcoBoost. Yep. Yeah, he said, Gil, look at Gil. Gil writing the deal. Gil like, shit, I can figure this out. I'm a body man. I get all these cars up in here. Yeah, I get all these cars up in here. Yeah. Yeah. But let me get back. Gil distracted me right there. But let me get back. So, all these upsets in 154, and that was like a killer division. It still is, though. To me, that's still like that's like a pick'em. That's like a pick'em right now. It's like a pick'em, but at the same time, it's not. And I'm not trying to say two ways, but there's always two ways, though. When you look at it, it's like, God dang. Because we don't know the mentality. That's what we don't know. All we know is we can look at the physical makeup. Oh, he looked good on the bag, man. He looked good. How many people have had great training camps? My tongue twist. My tongue slipping like sound like Daffy the Duck. Daffy the damn duck. See? Yeah, that EcoBoost is a monster, Gil. Yep. And I didn't know people. And see, a lot of people. What happened, Gil? They run up on me, and they see how big it is, and they're like, "Man, I got this," and it don't turn out good for them. And then they think is modified. It is modified, but not like that. But see, when you can do a lot of things with that boost too, though. That's when you got those turbos. You can do a lot. You can do a lot more with turbo. You know, as far as boosts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? All you got to do is do some settings and stuff on there, boom, turn it into a rocket. And see, I haven't even put that little thing. I haven't even programmed it like that. Because I figure I just put it in sports mode. I put it in sports mode. You don't need no programming when you put it in sports mode. And a lot of times when you program them like that, they mess up. I'm not saying it'll mess up, but a lot of times they mess up like that. They mess up because you put them in that sports mode. Yeah. And people don't know that's the same engine that's in that race car. They don't know that. Yep. In which you got to be a special person to get one of those little race cars. It'd be nice to ride around in one of them. They kind of cool. They look nice. I like them. Yeah. And that damn thing won, I think, how many times it won Le Mans? It won quite a few times. Matter of fact, it went into retirement and came back. They bought it back. I think 2 or 3 times. The last time they bought it back was last year. And that sucker went back over there and duplicated. Went over there and won the race against all them Italian cars and stuff like that again. Yep. But back and forth, Gil. Me and you go back and forth. We talk about one thing and go back. But so going back, so with this drop down to Tank, just not trustworthy right now. I don't trust him. So, but Boots and people that call certain people out, I trust a lot. Some of them, but like I said, even a lot of people don't respect the Rosario. But I said that Rosario. I said his words just kind of resonate as being the right words. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people don't go with what a person says. They go by what happened. Oh, you got that. Just like Lubin, but they'll put Lubin up. You see what I mean? Everybody will jump Lubin up. Oh, yeah, well, he got knocked out, but Lubin's, he a problem. How come Rosario can't be a problem? See, get out of here. Rosario a problem too. So get out of here with that, man. Is Canelo a problem? Depends on who he fights. Is Kovalev a problem? Depends on who he fights. But you can't say that on certain divisions. Is Earl a problem? Yes. Does it matter who he fights? No. Is Deontay Wilder a problem? Yes. Does it matter who he fights? No. Even if you think because of Fury. They just said that has to be proven to me wrong. Because I'm looking at the adjustments that had to have been made, and I believe that those have been made. See, a lot of fighters we can't put in that same discussion, even if they're our favorite fighters and we like them, though. But we can't put them in there. Even Gary Russell, we don't know. Because he'll get it done, but somebody can be a problem. Because he's shown that somebody was a problem. Even if it wasn't that much of a problem. It's not like he got whitewashed or nothing like that. But, hey, you took that L. Once you take an L, then I'm not saying I'm not going to mess with you, but you might. But then again, Gil, when you put that number down there, you're closer than anybody's ever been. When you put that number down there, you're close. Because nobody's ever been that close when Gil put down. He said, 153? But Gil close. And it's a truck, too. That's the crazy thing. See, but Gil's close. But nobody's actually ever been that close, though. Nobody's ever been that close. Because they wouldn't expect something like that big moving like that. But see, Gil right, though. Yeah. I love that though. I like being on the road. I love road racing and stuff like that. I love all that type of stuff, man. I'd rather be doing that than a lot of things. Like right now, I wouldn't mind being. I don't know what the road's like. I want to take my ass over there, and they'd be like, "Oh, we got the road closed or something." Cause California, man. I mean, I'm in California, man. They got so much stupid stuff to happen, man. You're like, what you mean this street is closed? What you mean this ramp is closed? There's always something closed down. There's always something that's closed down. Yeah. Oh, you a Ford guy? Yeah, man. I always have been, man. I grew up, man. I grew up with Ford, man. Yeah. And then when you got the inside track too, Gil, when you know which ones, because not every car is created equal, no matter if it's your brand or not. But if you get a truck from Ford, that's your brand. Believe me, a truck from Ford, that's a no-brainer. But you got. Because I got people always rolling up on me. They looking up and down at the truck. I'm going to show y'all a picture of it one day. I thought I had it on here. I was gonna post it up just so I can show y'all. It's not for bragging rights or nothing like that. I just would like for y'all to see. Because I always talk about Alcatraz 1. But I didn't put it on here. So when I put it on here, I'll put it up one day. If it don't slip my mind. Be like, huh? I told you I was going to show y'all the truck? No. But, yeah. But if you got the inside track on that, then you already know, which ones to choose because they come out just like when they came out. They came out with the Thunderbird, and I'm gonna say 94, 4, 5, or 6. But the Thunderbird was their car. You don't mess with none of the other shit. The Thunderbird was the car. And you will still see those on the road. But you'll still see Ford trucks on the road. I seen a little Ford truck right next to me yesterday when I was on the highway. I was like, God dang. You could tell it used to be yellow, but it was all rusted out and stuff. He was still flying down the highway. I'm like, God dang, he's still flying? And it was I'm trying to think. I think it was like a 55. Somewhere around there. It was either 55 or 56 Ford. Still on the road. And I don't know how long ago that is. That's a nice old truck right there. But they stay out there. But then again, it comes to taking care of your stuff. That's all it is. But back to and then my other story that I didn't finish, that a lot of people, roll up after they're looking at the truck, right? So they're just like, oh, man, I should have got a Ford. I'm like, well, nobody forced you to get the Chevy. This ain't a commercial for Ford or nothing like that. But I said, shit, you wouldn't got that Chevy. You wouldn't got that Toyota because it looked, Tundra and all that and Nissan. So, cause I know them, man. The Nissan, what is it, Gil? Titan? I think it's a Titan. They got a couple of them. They both start with T, right? The Titan, what's the other one too? Which one is Tacoma? Okay, that is Toyota. Toyota's Tacoma, but I think that the Titan is the big truck by Nissan, and then they have a smaller truck. Everybody has a smaller truck. Ford has a Ranger. It just came back. And if you want a truck and you don't want a big, huge truck, get your Ranger. But wait. Just wait just a little while. Wait. Because they probably mad. Whoever put it together, no telling what they, some they might have did some slip-ups. And so we got to wait like a couple of years to make sure all of the bugs is out. When I say bugs, we always end up with these damn recalls. So make sure all that's taken care of, and then get one of them if you don't want no big old truck. I just don't look right in something real small. Yeah. Gil said he want one. See, I want the new Ranger or the F-150 with the Eagle boost. Yeah. Gil, but just on the Ranger, wait. You can get the F-150, but on the Ranger, try to wait that one out. If you decide Ranger instead, and yours is just too phenomenal. Like if you just get like amazing, because I would tell everybody when like if they come up with a date. See, now if they come up with a date and they say, you know what, you guys gonna be off the road punishment on such and such. So if they say that, they give us a specific date and it's written in stone. It's not gonna change. That's when I say go look. A week before that happens, I say go look. Then go look at trucks and stuff, cars and all that. Try to negotiate the best you can. And because they're probably, a lot of them will follow the news, but some of them won't. Just ask them. That could be your first question. Hey, you see the news last night? Oh no, I don't watch news. Cool. So as soon as they say they don't watch news, and that's the one you want to negotiate with, because then they don't know that they're gonna start getting more customers in. So you want to make them seem like, oh yeah, I'm the only customer. You ain't gonna get that many customers today, and that's when you want to just, haggle back and forth, get your little negotiation going with them, and then make them come up with that deal. And Gil cut it out. Say, Gil, write down some numbers. This is what I do, Gil. Especially if you bring a trade, you just get any kind of piece of paper. You just write it down. You like, so this is what I'm looking at, putting this much down. I'm looking at, this. If I don't write a check, okay. Let's say for instance you're not writing a check. So you write, this is how much I'm gonna give you down. I see what you're asking for it. This is what I want from my trading, because you already checked it out. They're going to lowball you. So you put it in the middle, so at least you can get that. So you put it in the middle. I want this. I want that. And this is what I want out the door. Out the door. Take this information to whoever you got to take it to. And if you can do these things, then we got a deal. If you come back and say anything else, I'm going to take that same paper to another dealership and see if they can do it. And I'm going to have my car serviced here, because you was my first choice. But you still be my first choice for your service center, but not for your sales. That's how you got to do, man. But make sure it's good, though. Yeah. Damn, Gil said I drive 80 plus miles a day. My service was out. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You know what? I did that for a while. I did 135, something like that, 135 miles every day. That's crazy though, man. That's crazy when you're. Oh, okay. That's Tony back. I thought that was Gil. He said my service was out. Okay, yeah, that's all right, Tony. Didn't nothing happen, man. You can go catch some of it. I don't know if you caught. I dropped somewhere. I dropped some more gems for y'all, but I don't know if you caught them or not. Said your service was out. Just go back and check it out, brother. Just replay it. Yeah. But all the hate and stuff like that, man, people can't help themselves, man. They can't help themselves, Tone. Some people made for certain stuff. That's what they meant. They made for certain stuff. But Tony said he got trucks and everything. Because Tony built his house. Tony said, I'm building me a house. Because Tony into that construction and stuff. That's the cement man. I see Tony as the cement man. But I see him as more than just a job title, I see him as, as a person. Even I never met Tony, never talked to him on the phone or nothing like that. I haven't even never talked to Gil on the phone. I got to talk to Gil on the phone, though. I'm going to cuss your ass out when I call you, Gil. But anyway, no. So Yeah, but the thing about Tone is I know that we look opposite, but I know he's a caring father, and I know he's not gonna just listen to some shit right off the bat. He's gonna have to weigh. He's gonna weigh it out to get that information, to get the right information. Like, no, I got to. No, because you get to a point, man. Once you get past 30, or you should be there before you get past 30. I was always a heavy thinker. Ever since I was a kid, I was always like a heavy thinker, man. Heavy. I couldn't even concentrate in school because I was just too much of. I was a heavy thinker, man. I was just like thinking too much about stuff like, why is this like this? I've always been a kid in the mind to always like, why? Huh? My question's always been like, why? I always been like WTF on everything. What the F? Because especially I started getting that way because my first few years in school, I couldn't learn. I wasn't learning shit. I was just learning ways around stuff. I'm like, I'm not learning nothing. I just did this shit last year. You mean we writing again? Don't we know how to write already? We still writing. And don't we did math last year. Why are we doing math again? Same math? For your first few years, you're doing the same math. These numbers is bigger. Same. I'm like, this is the same shit. I used to look out the window, look at the chalkboard, and see what kind of shit I could draw on the chalkboard. A lot of people don't even know what a chalkboard is. I don't even know if they got. Well, in college they still got chalkboards, but youngsters a lot of times if you don't go to college, they don't even know what a chalkboard is because they got that dry erase shit or PowerPoint slides or something. What the hell? Some people don't even know what chalk is. Chalk is amazing though. And I used to do a little bit with the poster, not really poster boards, but they have this paper. It's like a butcher's paper. But what they do is for conferences, like banquets and stuff like that, instead of using a tablecloth, they cut that shit real wide, you know what I mean? And cut it. And I used to use that and do chalk drawings and stuff, man. But there's nowhere around here to do man, I love when I see those, man, I can watch that all day. To watch because they got so good with it. They got the chalk that's powdered and stuff like that. They got the making the 3-dimensional stuff. I'm like, God dang, that takes a lot of work. And they will commission them at a certain place to do this artwork, and they'll spend like hours on in days to create a masterpiece with art with chalk, sand, or some other little media. And guess what? It's temporary. All that time to do that just for it to be temporary. People come in, look at it, take pictures and stuff, but it don't really exist. It's almost like dirt on a wooden floor. If you had a pile of dirt, it don't exist. Especially if a certain person see it. If your mom see it or your grandmother see it, it don't exist no more. Because they like, what the hell's that? They get that broom and sweep it up. Better take a picture of it. Because it's going to be gone, right? Yeah, Tony said I was always taught, to listen, then speak. And then, of course, Gil Crow's down at the bottom crying, like always. That boy always got him crying, though. Yep. But anyway. Hey, Tone, so nobody hits my Cash App up, man. So what I need for you to do, man, if you could send me $1 to see if it works. Because everybody uses PayPal. So if you have Cash App, if you don't worry about it, just send me $1, I'll send it back. Just $1, don't send nothing else. Well, whatever, if you send it, I'm sending it back, whatever it is. I just want to see if the damn thing worked. It's real simple down there. But God dang, man, it's just, this 2020 is turning into something else, ain't it, Gil? Because we got to get back to it, man. We got to get back to all the things that we enjoy, man. And it's a pleasure for me, man. And not just a pleasure, but I have to bring out things that people don't bring out because you don't hear the same things. Like in boxing, you might hear some of the same things that I say that somebody else say. But when I say this is a heavy one or this is a good gem drop, you're not going to hear that. They're not going to put it the same way that I put it. Because it's not that, oh yeah, he knows so much. No. I got that. I kind of got it, but the thing is I had to change it and put it into my own words. Because with me, I don't like anything that's real complicated. You know what I mean? When I'm trying to explain something to somebody. Because if I say certain stuff, like if I ask you a simple question about chiropractic, right? If I said what is the only insurance related, so in other words, if you have an accident, what is the only thing that this insurance will cover? What is the only thing that insurance will cover if you go to a chiropractor? And I'm not talking about x-rays and stuff like that, but because chiropractors move your body and stuff like that. Okay. So if I told you something like subluxation, does anybody know what subluxation is? Huh? Be like, what is that subluxation? Right? Or if I talk about stuff, if I say, which part of the body would you find the dura mater or something like that? Who's going to know what I'm talking about? You say, why is Eagle talk? How Eagle know this stuff or whatever like that? No, I'm not. I'll make it real simple if I'm going to explain it to you. And see, that's where people get it mixed up because they felt that our instructions were complicated. And see, you got to stop right there. When you think about complication, now think about it. If the instructions that you're receiving are complicated, are you going to be a success? Or are you probably more likely, are you going to be a success or a failure? If your instructions are simple, then guess what? Oh, I got that. That's simple. I got it. See? And that's how life, everything in life is supposed to be like that. Oh, that's simple. I got it. But even the instructors and teachers and professors are taught to teach you in a dumb manner. Not to just be straight to the point and teach you, but to send you all over the place. Even you can tell, because even when in your textbooks, you got to go all the way back to the glossary or and then the index and all that stuff. Why? If I'm studying a chapter, like even if I'm doing math, everything should be on that page. Everything. I shouldn't have to be searching all over the place because that's part of frustration. It's not simple. I'm going to give you the key. Huh? That's better. Give me the key. That's like even starting a car. Without that key or that pager, you know, some people call it the pager. I don't know, they got another technical name for it, but I just call it this pager or key. Without that, you're not starting a car. So without the keys to anything, you're not going to be able to start it. You're not going to be able to do it. You need some kind of keys, some kind of basics, the keys or whatever. Right? And some people get it, and some people don't. Some people want to get it, and some people don't. I'm all about that money. But let me ask you even about that money. So wonder if they decide, I'm using they because I don't know exactly their name. But here goes another no, I'm not talking about you if you use PayPal, Tony. If you don't use it, no, don't worry about it. I'll ask somebody else again, because if Gil uses it, Gil, send me $1 if you use Cash App. I'm gonna send it back to him. Just look on the thing, you'll see my Cash App on there. I just want to see if it's working in here. I might put the wrong shit once you send it, because if you say, yeah, I sent you $1, then you're going to have to send me your whatever your thing is. That's why I say $1, right? Because wonder if it's not working, or if it is working and went to somebody else. Oh shit, that means I gave you the wrong thing. You sent 100 in, I got to give you 100. You cool? I'm out of 100, not you, because it's just supposed to be a even exchange. So yeah, so F that. Yeah, you see. But I was about to drop y'all one, man. So I dropped y'all some good ones today. This is some of the best ones that you guys ever get out of Eagle's Web. Because I gave you the whole land thing. But now we're just talking about the bling bling, the money. So let's say, for instance, if they stop allowing you to use money, make money illegal, and you got your old mattress, what they used to say, mattress, or you got it in some kind of trunk buried, your buried treasures out somewhere where only you know where it's at. You and somebody and maybe 2 other people that you trust know where it's at. And you know they not never gonna mess with it. Now if they outlaw that, then what? All that fortune that you had is zero, right? Because people think money. But guess what? What money is? Right now, most time money is virtual, unless you go to the bank and go get it. Because you'll check, you'll be like, you happy. It's just imagery. Oh yeah. My banker, yeah, they blessed up my bank account. You like shaking your head. Yeah, well, how? Think about that. And you don't have an account. And why would you have an account? Why is your money called account? Have you ever thought about that? No, I got a checking account. Why would you have an account? Are you an accountant? Why do you have an account? And some people have their little boxes in there, right? They have their little boxes in the bank. Safety deposit. So when you deposit money in your account, can you actually ever see your account? Because they have to section that shit off if they had accounts, right? When they have to section that off, that's Eagle Face's account right there. It should be a little box, right? With all my cash in it. Some people have a bigger box, right? If you're real rich like Tony, you're a billionaire, then you got a huge box. If you're rich like Gil, you got a pretty medium size. If you poor like Eagle, you got a little bitty box. Where's my account? That goddamn, some people that can't even hardly see their account. Where's your account right there? They open it up. How much I got? 50 cents, man. We got to close your account, man. You got to put $5 in your account. And then you put the $5 in there and shut it. See? It don't work that way. Ain't no money in that bank. I went to go get money when I did have money. I went to go get money at one point, and they told me that they couldn't give me that much money. I'm like, wait a minute, I have that much money, but it's account. It's an account. That's why we don't allow that in this bank. We can only they can only let so much money out the bank. Like I was a baller or something. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all, it wasn't even that much money. I was getting $10,000 out the bank, and the bank act like they was like it was killing them. We can write you a cashier's check. I'm like, well, I need the cash. I was going to buy something. Damn. Do I have enough? Yeah, you got plenty. You got enough. I said, well, give me my $10,000. Well, we usually only allow $5,000 cash. And then we usually write the rest out, So I'm like, what's wrong with y'all, man? Just give me the damn money. Because I don't have a box there. You feel me? There's no box in there with your money in there. Because sometimes if you ask for too much, you got to make arrangements. Oh, we got to get your account together. Because my money's somewhere else, right? You got to pull my money back and put it back into my account, even though I look and see it's there. You're like, it's there, virtually there. But you got to make arrangements for me to get my money because you done did something else, some kind of other investment with my money. So you can make money off of my money. But that's what you did, but you ain't going to tell nobody that, right? See? But now, you made the arrangements, now we can get your money. See? Sounds like some kind of a sneak play to me. Yeah, crying. He said, Tony Bob say, yes, sir. I try to. Don't mind, I use PayPal. I know that. And then Tony right back, they just hating. Yeah. Yeah. Tony, we can talk about haters. How long can we talk about haters, man? Do we even want to talk about haters? How long we want to talk about haters? God dang, man. People come up in Eagles way of hating. You in Eagles way of boxing hating. This is the wrong chat to come in here hating when y'all in here. Oh, even when I'm in here, I'll take care of it by myself. But a lot of times, if it's just me and I don't have y'all, because I like when y'all in here, because that way I can thin the neck out. But if they just come in off the wall, then I just get them. But Tone had to come to work as soon as Tone got in here today. Tone I want to sit back and listen to the conversation. But Tony had to come in already smashing people when he got in here. He said, no, that ain't Mark. Tony come in like telling somebody, see, that's what I'm saying. See, Tony observing. I like when somebody come in observing. He said, no. Because this is like y'all's chat too. So you come in, it's like, no, I got to get somebody right now. I don't usually got to put hands on somebody, but I got to come in right away and put hands on somebody, man. And we shouldn't have to do that, man. But I love this show, man. This is a great show. Not because of, it's because of my audience that participated and talk back, even if it was one, even if it's one or two. Even I have more people talking back today, but I'm just saying, even if that's the case, you know what I mean? It's because the content of what we had to talk about today, in which we'll bring it back up again. We'll talk about it, and hopefully they'll let me keep this up, because I didn't say nothing offensive to anybody. I just wanted people to open up their mind a little bit and find out why certain things are the way that they are. Because you're telling us a lot of things. So when you start looking at all the labels that they give you for a lot of different things, then you never think, you never stop and say, why is this labeled this way? Just like when you go to the hospital, why are you a patient? You went in there, you was a person. You're a patient, but they're going to call you male this and male that and female this and female that. But why are you a patient? What does patient mean in the first place? What does it mean? Let you think about it. I'm just saying, there's certain stuff. Why are you certain things? Why are you a student? And then why are you a so-called scholar? Why are you a scholar? Does that still put you in that schooling system of them that are really in charge? And what do they go through? Do they go do something? Are they scholars? Or are they above scholarship? Do they have the right information? The information that you can get in a few years? Or are they stuck with the same information that we get, where it takes us 12 years to learn nothing? So that's why I like to drop. I like to put stuff out there because I want your mind to open up. Because it's frozen. It's frozen systematically, has been frozen. So we got to unfreeze that mind. And they got to unfreeze this boxing, man. We got to get off this row punishment, man. That's my thing, man. Let us off, Tone. Talk to somebody, Tone. I know you got clout, man, over in your area, man. Let it pass down and trickle down over here, Tone. Tell somebody, man. Let us off the row punishment, man. We got family suffering and everything else, but just let us off the row punishment and let us get back to doing what we got to do, babe. Yeah. Yeah, Tony said a lot of stuff has tried to slow us down, but we have to keep on living that life. And that's it, baby. That's what we got to do.